So here we have Al, who is an aspiring fashion photographer. So, how did you first start doing fashion photography?
Before I talk about when I first started doing fashion photography, I think it has to go back to when I first started doing cosplay photography. I started doing cosplay photography in 2008, and mostly the attraction of that to me is it's the vibrant costumes and the people involved. And I think it's a very very lively community, and I just get drawn into it. From that point on, I started looking a little bit more about the costumes, about the clothing, what, and that is when I began realizing, hey, I'd actually like to shoot about fashion because it poses a different round of challenges that I find very interesting. And being a problem solver, I really like tackling new challenges. So that's when I started getting more into fashion photography.
What do you love about doing fashion photography?
Fashion photography, the main goal for fashion for the most part is to sell products, clothing, jewelries, accessories. Uh, but since those are products that people wear and use, that's one of the elements that I find the most attractive to me in the world of fashion photography. Obviously, fashion photography also poses a lot of challenges, as I mentioned before, and those are the challenges that I find also very intriguing.
Who are your inspirations?
I mainly draw a lot of my inspiration from many of the well-known photographers: Annie Leibovitz, uh, Zhang Jinan, Jaime Ibarra, Alex Slim, Jake Garn, and many many other. And I'm constantly adding more people to the list of people who I pay attention to. So those are just the few names that I can remember from the top of my head.
Cool. So what are the challenges you face while shooting when you do your photo shoots?
Um, each photo shoot is different, so the approach to shooting them is different. And obviously, the goal is also different. Sometimes you're shooting clothes, or sometimes you're shooting jewelry. Sometimes you're actually trying to do some more about portrait, more about the person. So the challenges posed from each photo shoot is different. And aside from a strenuous amount of planning before the photo shoot, just to make sure the concept is solid, the flow of the photo shoot is good. There are also a lot of the things that will happen at shoot that we as photographers need to be able to adapt really quickly and trying to find a solution to, especially when we are trying to deliver a product, you know, shots that will meet the requirement of the client.
What are your upcoming agendas for this year in your fashion photography?
I'm always looking for more shoots and ideas to do. There's already a bunch of ideas I am just dying to shoot and try out. So that will be the very first and foremost. Aside from also focusing on a lot of more commercial jobs because you gotta pay the bill.
I see, I see. Where can we find you?
I have several online presence, not a whole lot, but I have a website at sihayashi.com. I also have a Facebook page that's facebook.com/sihayashi. So those will be the two main places where you can stay up to date with most of what I'm doing.
Alrighty. Well, thanks for accepting my interview. Hopefully, we get to see you fulfill your goals.
Thank you.
Yay.